think that should be fine, Mataji.
Okay, let's do G Jagat. And then others will follow me as well, yes.
Okay, when you're ready, Mataji.
Yes. जीव जागो जीव जागो गोरा चंद बोले
जीव जागो जीव
बचा बोले
जीव जागो जीव जागो गोरा चंद बोले
जीव
जागो जीव जागो गौरा चंद्र बोले
कोटा निद्र जाओ माया पिशाची रकोले कोटा
निद्रा माया
पिशाचीर कोले
कोटा निद्र जाओ माया पिशाची रकोले
कोटा निद्र जागो माया पिशाचीर कोले
भजीबो बोलिया ऐसे संसार भितारे भजीबो
गति को बोलिया ऐसे
ऐसे
संसार बितारे
भूलिया रोहिले तुमी अविद्यार भारे
भूलिया रोहिले तुमी अविद्यार भारे
তোমারা লইতে আমি হইনু অবতার
तुम्हारे लइते आमी होइनु अवतार
আমি বিনা বন্ধ আর কে আছে তোমার
আমি
बिना बंधु आरा के आचे
तुम्हारा
जीव जागो जीव जागो गोरा चंद बोले
जीव जागो
जीव
जीव जागो
गौरा चंद्र
बोले
এনেছি ঔষধি মায়া নাশিবার লাগি
এনেছি ঔষধি
মায়া
নাশিবার লাগি
हरि नाम महामंत्र लाओ तुमि मागी
हरि नाम महामंत्र लाओ तुमि मागी
गति विनोद प्रभु चरणे परिया
भक्ति विनोद
प्रभु
चरणे
परिया
परिया से हरि नाम मंत्र लोइलो मगिया
से हरि नाम मंत्र लोइलो मागिया
जीव जागो जीव जागो गोरा चंद बोले
जीव जागो
जागो जीव
जीव
जागो
जागो गौरा
गौराचंद्र
चंद्र
बोले
कोटा निद्र जाओ माया पिशाचीर कोले
कोटा
कोटा
निद्र जाओ माया पिशाचीर
पिशाचीर
कोले
कोले
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hey, Hari Bol.
Thank
Beautiful Mataji, very nice kirtan.
thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful. Okay, we got Saru Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept that. And the same gesture. Allah Shila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam to you and to all the devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Kaushalya Mataji, would you like to lead Mataji, please?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll try. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me the opportunity. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jananan Janana Shalakaya
Oh,
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
Chachur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
चक्षुर्उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः
Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Chapitham Yena Bhutale
Shri
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टम् स्थापितं येन भूतले
Swayam Rupa Tada Mayam Dadati Shiva Padantikam
Swayam
स्वयं
Rupa
रूप कदा
Kadamayam
मह्यं ददाति
Dadati
स्वपदान्तिकम्
Swadantikam
One day, one Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Atapada Kamalam Shri Guran Vaishnavam Cha
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश
Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Shagaganam Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम्
Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam
साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं
चैतन्यदेव
कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवम्
Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate
He
हे
Krishna
कृष्ण करुणा
Karuna
सिन्धो
Sindhu
दीनबन्धो
Dinabandhu
जगत्पते
Jagatpate
Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude
गोपेश
Gopisha
गोपिका
Gopika
कान्त
Kanta Radha
राधाकान्त
Kanta
नमोऽस्तुते
Namaste
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Tapta Kanchana
काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
Radhe
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
Vrindavaneshwari
Vishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye
भानुसुते
Vrishabhanu
देवी
Devi
प्रणमामि
Pranamami
हरिप्रिये
Hari Priye
Panchakalpashrubhashya Kripa Sindhu Bhayavashya Cha
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa
कृपा
Sindhu
सिन्धुभ्येव च
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
पतितानां
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
पावनेभ्यो
Vaishnavebhyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
Namo Namaha
नमः
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
नमो
Namo
विष्णुपादाय
Vishnupadaya Krishna
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
Prestaya
Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
श्रीमते
Srimate
भक्तिवेदान्त
Bhaktivedanta
स्वामिनिति
Swami Niti
नामिने
Namine
Namaste Te Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine
नमस्ते
Namaste
सारस्वते
Saraswati
देवे
Devi
गौरवाणी
Gauravani
प्रचारिणे
Pracharine
Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachataya Deshatare
Nirvishesh
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
Sunyavadi
पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे
Paschatesharini
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
जय
जय
श्री
श्री कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
प्रभु
नित्यानंद
Shri Advaita Ganadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
श्री
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि
श्रीवासादि
गौर भक्त वृंद
गौरभक्तवृन्दा
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
हरे
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
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 हरे
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 हरे हरे
हरे
राम
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
राम राम
राम राम
राम राम
हरे
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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे
हरे राम
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 हरे
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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
हरे
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
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 हरे
हरे
राम
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 राम हरे
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 All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji and Matajis, for giving this opportunity. If I made any mistakes, please accept my humble obeisances.
Beautiful,
Very
Mataji.
beautiful, Mataji. So nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
The next Chaitanya Charitamrita praise. Gayatri Mataji, would you like to lead this, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, sure, Prabhuji. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan
Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan
Isham Ishavatarakan
Isham
Isham
Ishavatarakan
Tat Prakasham Tatshaktihi
Tat
Tat Prakasham
Prakasham
Tat
Prakasham
Shakti
Krishna Chaitanya Samnyakam
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Sam
Sanyakam
Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Vande
Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Nityanandau Sahoditau
Nityananda
Nityananda
Sahodika
Sahodito
Gaudodaye Pushpavantau
Gaudo
Gaudodaye
Dodaye
Pushpavanto
Bhavanto
Citrau Sandau Tamonudau
Chitrau
Chitram
Chitram
Sandau
Sandam
Chitram Tamonudau
Tamodudau
Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishadi Tadapyasya Tanubha
Yat
Yadat
Advaitam
Yadadvaitam
Brahmopanishadi
Brahmopanishadi
Tat Api Yasya
Tadapyasyatanubha
Tanubhaha
Ya Atmantaryami Purusha iti so asyamsa vibhavaha
Yatmantaryami
Atmantarami
Yatmantarayami
Purusha
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 iti
Iti So
Sovasyam
Shanubhava
Savibhavaha
Vibhavaha
षडैश्वर्यैः पूर्णो यः इह भगवान् स स्वयं
षडैर्हर्यैः
पूर्णो
पूर्णो
या
यैह
भगवान् स
भगवान् स स्वयं
स्वयम् अयम्
न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परम् इह
न
न चैतन्यान्
कृष्णात्
कृष्णान् जगति
परतत्त्वं
परतत्त्वं
परमिह
परमिह
अनर्पितचरीं चिरात् करुणावतीर्नः कलौ सॉरी प्रभुजी
अनर्पिता
अर्पितशरीं चिरात्
शरीञ्चिरात् करुणाय
करुणावतीर्णः कलौ
समर्पयितुम् उन्नतोज्ज्वलरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
समर्पयितुम्
समर्पयितम्
उन्नतोज्ज्वलरसां
उन्नतज्वालरसं
स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
हरिः पुरटसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः
हरिः
हरिः
पुरत सुन्दरद्युति
पुरतसुन्दरज्योतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः
कदम्बसन्दिपितः
सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतौ वः सचीनन्दनः
सदा हृदयकन्दरे
हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतु
स्फुरतु
वः सखीनन्दनः
वासुकीनन्दनः
राधाकृष्णप्रणयविकृतिर्ह्लादिनी शक्तिरस्माद्
राधा
राधाकृष्ण
कृष्णा
प्रणय
प्रणया
विकृतिर्लादिनी
विकृतिर्लादिनी
शक्तिरस्मात्
शक्तिरस्माद्
एकात्मानौ अपि भुवि पुरा देहभेदं गतौ तौ
एकात्मानवपि
एकात्मानमपि
भुवि
पुरा
पुरा
देहभेदं
देहाभेदं
गतौ
गतौ तौ
चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटम् अधुना तद्वयं चैक्यमाप्तम्
चैतन्याख्यं
चैतन्यायं
प्रकटमधुना
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 तद्वयं
तद्वयं
चैक्यमाप्तम्
शक्तिम्
चैक्यमाप्तम्
अप्तम्
राधाभावद्युतिसुवलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम्
राधा
राधाभावदिति
सुवलितं
सवलितं
नौमि
नौमि
कृष्णस्वरूपम्
कृष्णस्वरूपम्
श्रीराधाया प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वानयैव
श्रीराधाया
प्रणया
प्रणयमहिमा
महिमा
कीदृशो
कीदृशो
वानैव
वनयैव
स्वाध्यो मधुरिमा कीदृशो वामदीयः
स्वाद्धो
स्वाध्वयेनाद्भुतमहिमा
येनाद्भुता मधुरिमा
कीदृशो
कीदृशो
वामदीयः
भामदीयाः
सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेत्ति लोभात्
सौख्यं
सौखं
चास्य
च
मदनुभवतः कीदृशं
कीदृशं
वेत्ति
लोभात्
लोभात्
तद्भावाद्यः समजनी सचिगर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
तद्भावाद्यः
तद्भावाद्यः
समजनी
समजति
शशिगर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं
पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं
कृष्णं
कृष्णम्
भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकम्
भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकम्
भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम्
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
भक्तवातरं
भक्तावतारं
भक्ताख्यं
भक्ताख्यम्
नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्
नमामि
नमामि
भक्तशक्तिकम्
जय जय श्रीचैतन्य जय नित्यानन्द
जय जय
जय जय
जय
श्रीचैतन्य
नित्यानन्द
नित्यानन्द
जय अद्वैत चन्द्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द
जय
अद्वैतचन्द्र
जय
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 गौरभक्तवृन्द
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 नमो महावदान्याय
नमो
नमो
महावदनाय
महावदन्नाय
महावदनाय
कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते
Krishna prema pradayate.
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya.
Namne Gauratvishe Namaha
Namne Gauratve Namaha.
Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam
Krishnavarnam Tvisha Krishnam.
Sangopangastra Parshadam
Sangopangashrapashadam.
Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayair
Yagnaya Sankirtana Pyate.
Yajantihi Sumedasaha
Yame Jagmedasaha.
Suvarnavarno Hemango
Suvarnavarno Hemango.
Parangaschandanangadi
Parangaschandanagadi.
Sannyasakutshamasyanto
Sanyam Krishna Santo.
Nishta Shanti Parayanaha
Nishta Shanti Parayanaha.
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
Mukam karoti vachalam.
Pangum Langayate Girim
Pangum langayate girim.
Yatkripatam Aham Vande
Yatkripatam aham vande.
Paramanandamaadavam
Paramananda madhavam.
Sri Gurum Deenatarinam
Sri Guru Dinatarinam.
Sri Krishna Chaitanyamishwaram
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mataji.
I'm sorry for my mistakes today.
Hare Krishna. Okay, we got Bridget Mataji join, Usha Mataji join. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for kindly joining.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so for now, we shall move on to teachings of Light Chaitanya. So in the last Monday, Jai Mataji has explained teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So these are all Atma Ramavas with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu still explaining to Chaitanya Sanatana Goswami in our chapter 16 chapter. So this is again after that one. You are the teacher of Srimad Bhagavatam and you best know the meanings of the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not possible for others to understand the confidential meanings of Srimad Bhagavatam without your knowledge. Likewise, Sanatana Goswami struck with wonder and then he fell down in devotion at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and glorifies Lord Chaitanya. And then later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so do not eulogize me in that way. He's saying to Sanatana Goswami, and then explaining that just to understand the real nature of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is the sound representation of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha, as soon as we hear the sound, and what is, as soon as we see the names of the Lord, there are innumerable names. And there are the sentences that we form in our day-to-day life. What kind of sentences? How many times we would embed the Lord's name within the sentences that we utter? So we have got so many stotras in the scriptures, but every sloka, it contains some kind of Krishna has done this particular activity. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatpataha tyakva deham punarjanma naiti mam yeti surjana. So there are there is a meaning for the sentence, but if we pick up only the essential names of the Lord, holy names of the Lord, and put together, that turns into Mahamantra, which is a concentrated, very powerful. But other stotras, and many of them are there, but they're in a constructive way, the sentences, the shlokas, verses would form. But the most powerful thing is Mahamantra. So this Chintamani, Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto, Abhidnatvad Nama Naminoho. So Krishna and Krishna name are not different. And Bhagavan Shabda Gochara. Lord can be known through the sound vibrations. When we hear about the Lord through the devotees, then this is again Sukadeva Goswami says, Pibante Bhagavata Atmanaha Satam Katamrutam Sravana Puteshu Samhritam Sravana Puteshu Samhritam Ponantite Vishe Vidushitasayam Vrajanti Tacharana Sarurahantekam. So one will be completely purified when we hear, keeping our ears very openly, hearing, capturing every syllable of the Mahamantra or Srimad Bhagavatam. Then the sound will go into our heart, it will purify. So one has, that's why we chant focusedly on Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So today I think Amarendra Prabhu was mentioning that in giving very beautifully, when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, tongue is like a shruk or the spatula or the spoon, and we are just keeping our love of Godhead is like a oil, and then uttering the sound like which is like a performing this yajna, and yajna kunda is like our ears, the sound vibration uttering through the mouth and going into our ears. This is the purpose of human life. Utter the sound and let it go into the ears and purify the heart. But what is the meaning of the body? It is not that eating, sleeping, and waiting, not that purpose. It is the Cheto Darpanamarjanam that happens through chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, utter the sound through the tongue. And once the sound comes, we capture through the ears very carefully. Okay, that is how Lord goes into our heart. Shrunutam Sakatam. This is again Shrunutaha Sriddhaya Nityam Gunatasya Swacheshtitam Kalena Natidirghina Bhagavan Vishite Priti. In due course of time, Lord enters into our heart and then purifying the heart very quickly. Not atidirghena, not very long. It is in a very short time itself. One will come to the purification of his heart, and he would see the things as so here, so each word and each syllable of Srimad Bhagavatam has unlimited meanings. So, and one can understand these meanings through association of devotees. Don't then say that Bhagavatam is simply a collection of answers to questions. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, also hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, the beauty of the shlokas and the context understanding, we actually enter into Srimad Bhagavatam and seeing what the speaker is saying and hearer and what hearer is doing, hearing with what mood he is hearing. So we enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Like Sutta Goswami, he was mentioning to Saunakadi sages, then he will enter into the conversations of Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit, and Sukadeva Goswami enter into the conversations of Maitreya Muni and Vidura. Maitreya Muni enters into the pastimes of Brahma and Narada Muni and Supreme Personality about so many things. We practically, there are all our sages that taking ourselves from here to very subtly to that pastimes when we are hearing very carefully. It is now, and we practically visualize that one. Bhagavan Shabda Gochara. And then in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, the there were 6 questions put by the sages of Naimisharanya. Jai Mataji very beautifully explained. But of course, I could not record that one. I was not well, so I just missed that part. So here, out of those questions, like those Saulkadi sages were asking Suta Goswami, please describe what is best for humanity and what is the duties for, and also speak about Krishna and what he has done, and he has appeared very confidentially in the family of Vrishnis, what he has done. Likewise, so many 6 questions they were asked. Jay Mataji, what are the 6 questions? Mataji, would you like to share, Mataji, please? As a recap.
If I can remember, yes. So, what's best for humanity? Describe the pastimes of Krishna. Why did he come? So, all his incarnations. And then after he has left, what will happen when he goes to his abode? There were others as well.
Where does Dharma took the shelter of?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so these are the 6 questions. So here, Sukadeva or Vyasa may know it, or we may not know it, but actually Bhagavatam is to be understood by devotional service and from a devotee and not by one's intelligence or by academic commentaries. So here, sages were asking, Brohi Yogeshware Krishna, Brahmanye Dharma Varmani. Please speak about Yogeshwara Krishna and Brahmanye Dharma Varmani, who is a shelter for Dharma. Brahmanye, so this is Namo Brahmanye Devaya. Just by uttering the sound itself, it is very pleasing. Brahmanye Dharma Varmani. Swam Kastam Adhunopete Dharma Kam Sharanam Gataha. Once Krishna has gone to his abode, where does this Dharma took the shelter of? Dharma Kam Sharanam Gataha. The Saunakari sage is asking Sutta Goswami. So then Sutta Goswami answers, Krishna Swadamopakate Dharma Jnanadibhisaha Kalu Nasta Drushambesha Puranarko Adunoditaha. Once the Lord has gone to his abode, then the Srimad Bhagavatam, which has come into existence, just like in the dark, the sun has come and given the light. In such a way, Srimad Bhagavatam has emanated and giving light to entire humanity, but which is not different from Krishna. This is Krishna Sudamopakate Dharma Jnanadibhisaha Kalu Nasta Drushambesha. Kalu Nashta Drusham Yesha. And people who have lost their vision in this age of Kali due to the influence of Kali. Puranarko Adunoditaha. Purana, the Srimad Bhagavatam Purana, just like a Arka Adunoditaha, it has emanated. So that's why it is Idam Bhagavatam Nam Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavantushihi Nishresaya Lokasta Dhanyam Swastaye Namahan. This is just like non-different from the Lord, Srimad Bhagavatam. So in such a way, this was the last discussion. So today we will be continuing further, and also from
Yes, sorry, I just remembered one more about, they were asking of all the scriptures, which one is the best one or the essence of, I think it was that, wasn't it, Prabhuji? Out of all the scriptures there are, what is which one is the essence or the one we should be?
Yes.
Something like that it was.
Yes, Mataji. It's very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So, yes, Sutta Goswami knows so many Puranas and so many scriptures. So, and they're asking, so you know everything, so just please explain to us which is the essence of all of it, all the scriptures. So that is the question. So here, which is for the Paramhamsa, Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for Paramhamsa. Okay, so we shall read from here. Lord Chaitanya told Sanatana Goswami. So can I request Swarup Prabhuji to read the 2 paragraphs, please? And, Prabhuji, I can't hear you, Prabhuji. Is anyone able to hear?
No, I can't hear.
Swarup Prabhuji. Okay, so while Prabhuji is ready, so Vijay Mataji, would you
Just
like
one
to read it?
second.
Swarup Prabhuji?
Can you hear me, Prabhu, now?
Yes, now I can hear. Yes. Would you like to read 2 paragraphs, Prabhuji?
Prabhu, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Can you hear us?
Prabhu, can you hear me now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu, it was my problem with my headphone. Something has happened. Yeah. Okay. Lord Chaitanya then told Sanatana Goswami, I was just like a madman in describing this Atma Rama verse in so many ways. Do not mind if I have said something mad. But if someone becomes a madman like me, he can understand the real meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam as I have explained it. Then Sanatana Goswami, with folded hands, fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and prayed as follows. My dear Lord, you have asked me to prepare a book on the regulative principles of devotional service, but I belong to the lowest caste. I have no knowledge. I do not know how such an important task can be finished by me. If you will kindly give me some hints about the preparation of such a book on devotional service, it may be that I shall be qualified to write it.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So here, the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he speaks to Sanatana Goswami in Atma Rama, sometimes when the devotees are like, immersed into the philosophy, and they will speak so many things from going into deep and then bring out everything. So likewise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a mentioning, I'm like a madman describing Atma Rama in so many ways. Do not mind. This is Lord Brahma says that when Karnikasya idham, whenever Narada Muni inquires, starting that yadrupam yadadishtanam. So what is behind this entire creation? Who is behind? Oh, my dear Father, oh Brahma, you are always meditating on something. So, so far we have been thinking that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and you create this universe very beautifully. So we don't know any bigger authority than you. Of course, Narada Muni, he is admitting to know more about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he put these questions. And then later on, Brahma says that you are so merciful to me, so that which enables me Bhagavad Virya Darshani, so that I can explain everything. So even if you think that thinking that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but I do not take it as a wonder because everyone are bewildered by the energy of the Lord, the external energy of the Lord. So after saying that, for everything, Narayana Paradeva Deva Narayanangajaha. Narayana Paraloka, Narayana Paramakaha. So, and then Narayana is the behind everything. Likewise, and who is the primary creator and the secondary creator. And then he glorifies everything, entire thing. And he goes into all the incarnations of Supreme Person. He dives into that past tense of the Lord. So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also like that. Whenever Sanatana Goswami is inquiring, he also dived into the deep meaning of Atma Rama. This is Evam Vrataha Supriya Namakitya Jatanadago Druta Chitta Vuchaihi Hasati Ato Roditi Rauti Udmahadavat Nrutyati Lokabhakyaha. One is absorbed. This is Evam Vrataha Supriya Namakitya, glorifying the Lord. In whatever the aspect we try to glorify the Lord. Evam Vrataha Supriya Namakitya Jatanurago Drita Chitta Uchaihi Jata Anuraga. So the most affection it will emanate from the heart. Jatanadago drita chitta uchaihi, it will sprout. And then during that time, hasati atoroditi rauti udmadavat nrutyati lokabahya. Sometimes he will cry and he laughs. When hasati atoroditi rauti udmadavat, just like a madman, udmadavat. Nrutyati lokabahya, he dances without thinking of other people, what they may think about me. Of course, many people, they're just a bit hesitant. There is no meaning for that. Oh, that person thinks that person is no meaning to our life. When we are doing chanting and Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we should not care for any single living entity at all. But unless it is disturbance to them, we do not have to think of anything. What they may think, like, oh, it is maybe some people should feel shy, something like that. This is called Drita Chitta Uchai, Jatanara Drita Chitta Uchai. This is Nrutyati Loka Bhahya. Do not care for any other people. They do not come with us. When we depart from this body, no one will accompany except the Supreme Lord. So we glorify Supreme Lord all times. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mam manusmari jhacha maya arpitam manobuddhir mam ye vaishasi asamsayaha. When Lord says that all the time you remember me, we all the time chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without caring for anyone else. And Lord will accompany us wherever we go, in whatever the body we go. So that is the Lord and ourself, individual living entity and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, that is the Chitta Uchai. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and then he was dancing like that, and then many people were looking at him, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later he went to Ishwarapuri and asking, dear spiritual master, you asked me to chant Hare Krishna Mantra. I have been doing this one, but when I chant Hare Krishna, I forget myself and doing sometimes like this. What is happening to me? Then Ishwarapuri, he says this particular, oh my dear boy, so whatever you are doing and the symptoms are manifesting in your body, this is, see, look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is already said, that is, it happens when you are immersed into the pure devotional service. Okay, likewise, when Ishwari Puri confirms that one, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased, and then he said that you just keep continuing chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra like that. Okay, this one, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu narrates this pastime to all the Mayavad sannyasis when they were assembled at Chandrasekhara Acharya King. And then further in the next paragraph, then Sanatana Goswami, here he is asking with folded hands to give permission. How can I write this? Prepare a book on the regulative principles of devotional service, but I belong to the lowest caste. Because even the Sanatana Goswami, he was born in the Brahmana family, he was thinking that he has worked for the Qazi in the Nawab Hussain as a ministers. One is prime minister, one is like what is that? Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. One is prime minister, another one is the prime minister, finance minister, two ministers. Rupa Goswami, somewhere rather smartly, he has taken the retirement early and he got all the wealth and then returned from his position. And then whereas Sanatana Goswami, he was stuck up with a little bit there to get relievement from his job. But that Nawab did not like that one. He just instead he put Sanatana Goswami to the prison. Later, somewhere or other, by the wealth what Rupa Goswami has got, by taking some of it and then giving some bribe to the that jailer who was guarding that prison, and later on Sanatana Goswami escaped from there. So for a greater cause, for a greater purpose, one may do small things. Okay, so that is Sanatana Goswami, because the association with that Nawab, that Muslim people, because they are always eating, they're called Yavanas. Prabhupada mentions in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that they do not follow the cleanliness, the regulations that Brahmanas follow. They do not follow the cleanliness and keeping themselves in the pure like that. and non-violent, they do not follow those rules. So that's why Yavanas are always untouchable. They are untouchable. Who are the meat eaters? They are untouchable. They do not follow proper rules and regulations. Of course, this was when I was childhood as well. There are some of the people, like if they belong to the lowest caste, we do not go and touch them because they eat that and so many other things because we don't touch it. Of course, it is not that we discriminating person, not because of that. It is because of their habits. They kill the cow and eat it, and then they're not clean because of those reasons. Our parents are always alert. It is not because of this, because of the habits. So here, Sanatana Goswami is thinking that, how can I prepare? I belong to the lowest caste. I have no knowledge at all. It is a submission. When I have got no knowledge, that is the starting point, the heart will open. Heart will open to receive more and more. If I say that I know something or I know the knowledge, then automatically that means you are closing the door. When we submit ourselves that I have no knowledge, then our heart will open to hear more attentively from the authenticated speakers. And again, we need to divert our mind and where to focus on. And he says that I do not know how such an important task can be finished by me, because devotional service, it cannot be, for example, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he has compiled that scripture in his old ages, but compiling such a book, it is not an ordinary task. And here he is saying that Sanatana Goswami, and then he has given so many books of authenticated devotional service in order to address that one. Out of that, Bruhad Bhagavatam is one of it, and Bhakti Vilas. One is the Bhakti Vilas. Is that Bhakti Vilas?
Hari Bhakti.
Hari Bhakti Vilas, yes. Hari Bhakti Vilas, which comprises of so many of principles how to execute devotional service. And Rupa Goswami has given Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So these are all not ordinary things, because why it is important when we see every moment we pass on, how we are living it. Am I living with morals? Am I living with mental speculations? Am I living with talking something which is imaginary things by the materialistic people, talking prasangamadharam pashumatmanaha kavayo vidhu, which will entangle them into the material world. So, and whereas Srimad Bhagavatam, it is the topic is by hearing this one, automatically we are transcending ourselves to the material. Every moment we pass, we are spending with the devotees very beautiful time and all pleasing, all respectable, and glorifying Supreme Personality of Godhead, talking on the Paramhamsa stage level. So because of all these reasons, engaging in the devotional service onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the topmost. In the materialistic conversations, someone wanted to show off his opulence. He's speaking, I am talking very nicely, look at me, see, I have decorated my face very beautifully, put nice makeup, look at my hair, look at my lipstick, look at me, something like someone wanted to show off. So this is Janma Aishwarya Sruta Sribihi Edamana Madhapuman Naivarhati. They are not the qualifications. Abhidatum by Twam Akinchana Gocharam. Lord will be known for the people who are free from such kind of designations. Janma Aishwarya, birth, the wealth, the beauty, and the wealth, the strength, whatever it is, the pride. One must be free from all such kind of designations. Then one will be ready to hear about the Lord. So here Sanatana Goswami is submitting himself that I'm not qualified, I have no knowledge. So if you kindly give me some hints about the preparations of such a book on devotional service, it may be that I shall be qualified to write it. So asking mercy. So this is essential. So again, whenever there is Lord says, Sayesha Mad Anugrahat, Everything is by my mercy. You will understand everything within your heart. And then, Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Sorayaha. So here, Lord Brahma also received that knowledge within the heart. Okay, that goes within the heart. All revelations within the heart. And then when we relishing and every word is connecting to the Supreme, it will give so beautiful. Okay, so he submitted himself and then asking for mercy from Chaitanya. Okay, let us go to the next paragraph. Bridget Mataji, would you like to read the next paragraph, please?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. The Lord then blessed him, saying, by the grace of Krishna, whatever you write will come out of your heart and be accepted. As you have requested, I will now give you some notes that you can take down. The first and foremost point is that one should accept a bona fide spiritual master. That is the beginning of spiritual life. Lord Chaitanya then requested Satana Goswami to write down the symptoms of a true guru and the symptoms of a true disciple. The symptoms of a guru are described in the Padma Purana. A person who is qualified Brahmana and at the same time has all the symptoms of a devotee can become a spiritual master for all classes of men. Such a devotee and spiritual master must be respected as God himself. Even though a person may be born in a very respectable Brahmana family, he cannot become a bona fide spiritual master if he is not a devotee of the Lord. One should not mistakenly think that a bona fide spiritual master has to be born in a so-called Brahmana family. The idea is that a spiritual master must be a qualified Brahmana, that is, he must be qualified by his activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, this is again very essential points Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Lord then blessed him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed. This is Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Balopi Yadanugrahat Tare Nana Matagraha Vyaptum Siddhanta Sagaram. We ask mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one of the shloka comes. I think third chapter, first shloka, fourth chapter, first shloka. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami asks mercy. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Balopi Yadanugrahat Tare Nana Matagraha Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. Even the child can cross the material, all the Siddhantas, Siddhanta Sagaram, the ocean of Siddhantas, philosophies. By mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can cross all Siddhantas very easily. Tare Nana Matagra. And then again further another shloka says, Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Yat Pada Shriya Viritaha. Yat Pada Shriya. Whoever taken the shelter of lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sangrunati Akadavratad Ajnaha Siddhanta Sanmani. Even though a foolish person can collect all the scriptural quotations, the jewels of the shlokas from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, anywhere, Brahma Samhita, and Padma Purana, Vishnu Purana, Brahma Vaivata Mahapurana, in all Purana, he bring all essential sloka verses. Sangrunati Akarvratat Ajnaha Siddhanta Sanmanin. He'll collect and put together as a jewels and then describe the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam and glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Yat Pada Shariye Viritaha Sangrunati Akarvatad Ajnaha Siddhanta Sanmani. So that is very beautiful. Here, Sanatana Goswami has received those blessings from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he says that by the grace, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, by the grace of Krishna. And then whatever you write will come out of your heart and be accepted. so it will be accepted, because once we give our heart to Krishna, it will come only about Krishna only, nothing else. So because the Lord is always Yet Tvadiya Charanam Bhujakosha Gandham Jigranti Karna Vivraihi Sutivatanitam Bhakcha Grihita Charana Parayaja Tesham Na Paishanada Hrudyam Burhas Pupumsam Hridaya Ambruhat Swapumsam. So Lord will always stay in the heart of a devotee. What a devotee speaks, it will come very perfect. Nabharati, Brahma says that statement that Nabharati Minga Brushopalakshate Navai Kochinme Manuso Mushagatihi Name Hushikani Pachinchi Satpate Yenme Hrudat Kanchavata Druto Harihi. Whatever I speak, oh Narada, it will never ever go wrong. Nabharati Minga Brushopalakshate Navai Kochinme Manuso Mushagatihi. My heart will, my mind, it will never go fall down. Mushagatihi. And because he says, Yenme Hrud Koncha Duto Harihi. Hrud Outkancha Duto Harihi. I always keep the Lord in my throat. Whatever I speak, it will come only about the Lord. So he Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, whatever you speak, it will come out of her, be accepted. As you have requested, I will now give you some notes that you can take down. And the first and the foremost point is that one should accept a bona fide spiritual master. So, bona fide spiritual master is essential in our life, who is going to lead my life and take me to the spiritual world. Whether he is following this is yad yadacharati sreshtaha tatta devetara naraha sayat pramanam kurite lokaha tadanuvartate. And Acharya or spiritual master, it is not simply speaking from the scripture. He must follow all the rules and regulations. He has to chant, he has to follow, and then lead by example. Yadyadat acharati sreshtaha. He is the perfect. And he should be coming from sampradaya, in the bona fide spiritual succession. This is otherwise sampradaya vihinam te mantram nishpalam mataha. If someone just sprout just like a mushrooms, whenever thunder comes, there is a mushroom sprout from the woods or some of the soils at the time, they will come. But spiritual master cannot come like that, immediately emanating by himself. Spiritual master come down from the disciplic succession, that is bona fide. Otherwise, it is not bona fide, and it should be connected to Krishna, like starting from Brahma. Lord spoke to Brahma, Brahma spoke to Narada Muni, Narada Muni spoke to Vyasadeva and to Sukadeva Goswami, and then Vyasadeva also spoke to Madhvacharya. And then within that disciplic succession, without deviating from the rules and regulations, so one should follow. That is bona fide and following everything. This is again, and the hierarchy is also given. Tato varnasha chatvaraha tesham brahmana vittamaha tesham brahmana uttamaha brahmaneshu api vedajno heddajno abhidikah tataha. Out of brahmanas who study the Vedas, out of studying those brahmanas studying the Vedas, out of those brahmanas who knows the meaning of the Vedas. Adhajat samsaya cheta. And then later on, better than who can explain those to others. And Tata Shreyan, and then later on, who follows those injections. And whatever he speaks, he must follow those things. And then later on, Tato Bhuya, Mukta Sangha Tato Bhuyan, and one must be free from the result, free from the one must be renouncing the results of his activities. Tato bhuyan mukta sangha tato bhuyan adogya dharmamatmana. After that, surrendering himself to the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay, that is the topmost. So this is sarva karmanyepi sadha kurvano madhyapashariyaha. This is mai sanyasya matparaha. This is like Krishna says in the Bhagavad, mai sanyasya matparaha. Later on, this is Napasyami Param Bhotam Akatuhu Samadarshinath. Kapil Bhagavan says the same thing, the topmost person. So here, everything, whatever the knowledge is known, he should be implementing in practical life. Yad yada charati. So after carefully assessing whether this person is going to lead my life, because it is my life, it is not simple thing to submit myself to this particular person who is called so-called spiritual master. We have to assess in every aspect of life. So he should address either it is materially or spiritually, everything. It is not the giving the job, speaking of material topics, but sometimes we are living in this material world. We do not know what to be done in some particular scenarios. At that time, we go and speak to spiritual master for guidance. So then he would lead us. So that is assessing and finding bona fide spiritual master. That is, one should accept. After that, one should accept him. That is the beginning of spiritual life. Now, this is again Tad Viddhi Pranipatena, how to approach. So once we assess, understanding his work, how he has been spreading, how he has been living, understanding everything, then Tad Viddhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. One has to render service unto him, and then Upadekchinti Vijnanam Jnaninaha Tattvadashinaha. Then spiritual master, he gives knowledge to the disciple. Because a disciple, when he humbly follows spiritual master, Anuratanam Shishyanam Putranam Ched Vijottama, Anapushtamipi Bruyuhu Guruvo Dhenavachalaha. They speak the confidential knowledge from the scriptures, which cannot be spoken to everyone in the audience. Or that maybe in the outside, so many audiences would be coming. For them, there is a general lecture will be there. But for the disciples and the followers and for the children, Anuratanam Shishyanam Putranam Chidvijottama Anaprushtamik Bruyuhu. The confidential knowledge is spoken. Because Guruvo Dhenavachalaha. They are always inclined to the disciples. Okay, that is how spiritual life would start. And Lord Chaitanya then requested Sanatana Goswami to write down the symptoms of a true guru and symptoms of a true disciple as well. And how spiritual master assess a disciple, and what is the interest of a disciple. That is also to be understood. How can we understand whether disciple is really coming to know something? So sometimes a spiritual master would give so many tasks. Okay, you do that one, you give up those things like that. Whether his disciple is ready or he has got some limitations or reservations. Disciple means surrendering himself. This is that with the pranipad, surrendering himself. Then Guru give instructions step by steps. And so what is the motive of disciple is very important. Sometimes one may be passionately coming to Krishna consciousness. Oh, Krishna consciousness is topmost, it's looking beautiful. I also wanted to be part of it. But again, once he comes there and retaining that position, the mood, and then it is not 1 day or 2 days or 1 week or 1 month or a year, because it is a lifetime commitment. The motives, it may be sometimes deviated, because sometimes he may be attracted. That's why Krishna says it is not that much easy. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschid mam veti tattvataha. Out of millions of people, very few people will come, but whoever comes to me, and they will never ever go back. So this is the true disciple. And true disciple means he is ready to give up anything. Maya Nanyena Bhavena Bhaktim Kurvanti Edram. Matkrite Chakta Karmanaha, Chakta Swajana Bandhavaha. He would give up his work, he may give up his family as well. This is called Maya Ananyena Bhavena Bhaktim Kurvanti Edram. And so this is the disciple. What kind of commitment? What is the level of commitment level of his commitment? Whether he's chanting, following rules and regulations, or sometimes casually, jovially come and then just they wanted to spend the life to pass it. But the seriousness, it goes in the heart. But what is that commitment level? So these are all different aspects of a disciple and different aspects of the guru also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is requesting Sanatana Goswami to write down those symptoms. So the symptoms of a guru are described in the Padma Purana. A person who is qualified Brahmana and at the same time has all symptoms of a devotee can become a spiritual master for all classes of men. So this is the for all classes of men, means this is Varnashrama Dharma contains Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and four ashramas: Brahmacharyam, Grahastham, Vanaprastham, and Sannyasam. Out of all these Varnashrama, the sannyasi is the topmost, in the topmost. But if a spiritual master is here, but if sannyasi is not able to speak on the philosophy, even though he's on the top, but if a Brahmana and at the same time have all symptoms of a devotee, can become a spiritual master for all classes of men. So these 8 categories. So here, a Brahmana devotee can become a spiritual master. And such a devotee and spiritual master must be respected as God himself. So this is very, very important. Spiritual master, a devotee and a spiritual master must be respected as God himself. Such a devotee and spiritual master. So Brahmana, devotee, and a spiritual master. So must be respected as God himself. So for example, Srila Prabhupada has born within the family. And also Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami as well. They have born in the Brahmana family, and then they have learned all the scriptures and followed in their life, and then became spiritual masters. And he just not, even though a person may be born in a very respectable Brahmana family, he cannot become a bona fide spiritual master if he is not a devotee of the Lord. There are so many Brahmanas, so-called Brahmanas. They are all like a Shatkarmo Nipuno, Mantra Tantra Visharadaha. Shatkarma Nipuno. They are all experts in the 6 karmas, like Jata Karma, Vivaha Karma, and fundal rites. They perform Shraddha Karma, so many of those things. Shatkarma Nipuno, they are the perfect. Mantra Tantra Visharadaha. They can utter so many mantras, very beautiful mantras. But Avaishnava Guru Nasyat. But if he is not a devotee, he cannot. Avaishnava Guru Nasyat, he cannot become a spiritual master if he is not a Vaishnava. But whereas Swapacho Vaishnava Guruhu, and if a Chandala means who is the dog eater, if he is a Vaishnava, he can become a spiritual master. A Vaishnava, Swapacho Vaishnava Guruhu, he can become a spiritual master. But it's not just because of Brahman, because until he become a Vaishnava, he cannot become a spiritual master. So that one also from the Padma Purana. This is Prabhupada is quoting here. So one should not mistakenly think that a bona fide spiritual master has to be born in so-called. So even though Swapacho Vaishnava Guruhu, even the Swapacha also dog eater can become a spiritual master. How it is possible? No, as we practically see, most of the Mlechas and Yavanas who are like in the Western countries, they become like born in so many without any culture. Of course, there was a culture, but which is not pure, like Krishna called Brahmanical, whereas Tapaha, Samaha, Damaha, Tapo, Saucham, this is Brahmacharyam, Astikyam, Jnana Vijnanam, Astikyam. So they do not have that qualification, but because they have taken shelter of a spiritual master, gradually their position became purified, and keeping chanting and following regulative and principles, they become gurus nowadays, spiritual masters, and they're initiating so many of those disciples, so many of new people into Krishna consciousness. Now they are being respected in the topmost positions. And even not only top, we see how people are treating them. So this is practical. This is Yannamadeye Sravananukirtana Jat Brahvana Vyasmaranaadapi Kvachid Swadopi Sadhyaha Savanaya Kalpate Kuttaha Punaste Bhagavanmu Darshanan. Just by uttering sounds of the names of the Lord, one will become purified. In due course of time, This is Swadopi Sadhyaha Savanaya Kalpate. Swadopi, even though Chandala become qualified to perform the sacrifices. Swadopi Sadhyaha Savanaya Kalpate. Savanaya is the sacrifice, performing 5 sacrifices and everything like that. Savanaya Kalpate. Kutaha Punaste Bhagavanno Darshanat. What to speak of the people who are all the time chanting. So this is Devhuti Mata says in the Bhagavatam to Kapil Bhagavan in her prayers. So the idea is that a spiritual master be a qualified Brahmana. That is, he must be qualified by his activities. This is by acharati. Yajjad acharati sreshtaha tattadevetaro naraha sayat pramanam kurite lokaha tadanuvartate. So this is where spiritual master must be qualified Brahmana. That is, he must be qualified by his activities. It is by Chaturvanya Maya Srushtam Guna Karma Vibhakashaha, by the quality. Qualified Brahmana by qualities, not just by birth. He must be qualified by his activities. Guna Karma Vibhakashaha. Okay, so there due to time, so I stop there. I request the devotees, if you have got any questions or any reflections or comments, kindly ask questions or kindly share. If you have got the
I have a question, please.
Yes, Jai Mata, yes, Mataji.
So it's just what we are going through at the moment. A lot of us who have taken shelter recently. I just wondered, how do we build a relationship? Because the guru we have chosen is so busy, and sometimes, well, at least I feel, I don't know about others, that we don't want to disturb him, and but how then do we build a relationship? Otherwise, he's not going to know us.
Yes, Mataji, it is a very beautiful question, and everyone they would ask the same question. Generally, nowadays the spiritual masters are very, very far away from the disciples. The first thing is we keep connecting by his instructions in the form of instructions. That is Vani, Vapu Seva, and Vani Seva. So Srila Prabhupada, he never had a chance to serve Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami personally. But whenever he has met, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami asked him, you preach in English to the Western people. So that is the only instruction. And when we meet our spiritual master, we do not have to render like a asking, always staying next to him and then asking questions. We do not, because everyone has got answers almost now due to the latest technologies. We know what and all to be doing. And now, what spiritual master is going to say to us, and by in his lectures, we understand the gist of it. What he is expecting. For example, my spiritual master, when I asked him, so my dear Maharaj, so Guru Maharaj, so I want to do serve something. I asked this, you distribute books. It is a very difficult task to me, but in my circumstances, for some people, it is very easy. For me, though I wanted to do it, but it is very difficult task for me. So, but somewhere or other, trying to distribute at least few books in a year, somewhere or other. If I am not able to give it, but somewhere or other, at least freely distribute, somewhere or other activity is going on. So I took that one, but it is very difficult task. When I asked Guru Maharaj, how can I render service? He gave distribute books and help distributing the books. Okay, that is the instruction he gave it to me. But of course, he gave it to so many people in so many instructions. But my primary instruction for disciples is distributing the books, because by books one would receive lots of knowledge. But it is difficult to explain in a few minutes to go and preach. But books, but again, it is for the proper receiver. And there are so many of devotees of disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Vikaswar Maharaj and all other Maharajas as well. They are trying to distribute these books. somewhere or other. But yes, so by the serve through the sound vibrations and by the instructions, serving that is most important than serving bodily thing or staying nearer to the spiritual master. But when we follow that instructions as Srila Prabhupada did it, so we are always with spiritual master. Prabhupada has given in that letter, so many letters we have seen that whenever you are fulfilling the desire of spiritual master, you are with spiritual master. You are with spiritual master, and spiritual master is with you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mataji.
May I ask you one question, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
In one part, in one of this thing, there was mentioned that people who are not Vaishnavas, like the meat eaters, etc., we should try to stay away from them, kind of a thing. Not exactly, I'm not saying the exact things, but that was the essence kind of I picked up. But then I was reflecting that Srila Prabhupada, when he started preaching, he didn't make any distinction. He accepted, whoever, maybe that person was a meat eater or he was even has taken drugs or whatever. He accepted everyone in his arms. So what will be your reflection on that, Prabhu?
Yes, it is a very beautiful question, Prabhuji. So Prabhupada has gone and roamed entire world. It is to give, not to take anything. To give the knowledge, to give association, and whoever is hankering for association, Prabhupada has given initiation to all of those and asked them to chant and follow rules and regulation. Prabhupada gave association, Prabhupada gave um, the initiations, everything else, but he did not take the association from non-Vaishnavas. Once the disciples become pure and following all rules and regulations, they're always associating with Prabhupada. And Prabhupada used to ask them, okay, what should be done, like that. We become, but when we are speaking to the non-Vaishnavas, for example, me, I'm like a normal person. I do not go and take association from ordinary people unless I give it. So if my motive is to give, you can associate with anyone. If my motive is to take association, I do not go to the non-Vaishnavas. So there are so many Swarupa Damodara Goswami, he describes that if anyone is, for example, Mayavada philosophers, one should not go and speak. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, um, he strictly condemns that association of non-devotees, because sometimes whatever they speak, it will bewilder even the mind of even a Mahabhagavata as well. Of course, that is such a powerful. So here something. The Mayavadi philosophers have presented their arguments in such attractive, flowery language that hearing Mayavadi philosophy may sometimes change the mind of even a Mahabhagavata or very advanced devotee. An actual Vaishnava cannot tolerate any philosophy that claims God and the living being to be one and the same. So some of the philosophies one should not hear and associate with those people, Mayavadis, because it is sometimes very Swarup Damodar Goswami. He says it is insane. So here it says that the ego termine, it must be considered as insane. So that's why we avoid associating with the non-Vaishnavas. So any questions, Prabhuji?
No, Prabhu. I understand what you're saying, and I understand this thing, but I'm just thinking that even in my family, like everyone is not Vaishnavas, like they have not this thing. So then how do we manage that, you know?
Yes, it's not only yourself, Prabhuji, it is with everyone. Because these circumstances are not by accident or not by our will. These are by providence. So it is by destiny. We have come together as a family. One is a wife and children and everything. It is our circumstances are put up like that. We have to live that one. We cannot reject any of those things. These are relations. But within these relations, we need to be very smart how to live and lead and also convert. But at the same time, giving them space so that they digest slowly.
Yes, Prabhu, I agree. Absolutely, 100% agree to what you said. That's the philosophy also I try to follow. Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hello, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Hi, Prabhuji. So now we have a bona fide guru, and do we need to tell Guru Mantra every day, Prabhuji? And what is the mantra we should tell? Or we have to wait until we get initiated to tell that mantra?
Yes, Mataji. So here, whoever has taken shelter, for example, when I have taken shelter to under my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami, I was given mantra. नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति विकास स्वामी इति नामिने. So
Okay.
that one shloka is given to me.
Okay.
So instead of Bhakti Vedanta Swami, it is Bhakti Vikasa Swami.
Vikas.
Just only that one.
Okay.
That was given to me, and then I do every day morning during the prayers time. And then first I offer that prayer and to Prabhupada, and then like Panchatattva mantra, it goes on.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So
Yes, that was given to us by Padmanabh Prabhuji in, I think, one of the emails or something. But I think Kaushalya Mataji joined a bit late. So,
And you spoke? Yes. Sorry, Mataji. Yeah.
so yeah. If I find it, I'll post it to you, or you can remember it then. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you.
instead of Bhakti Vedanta, it is Bhakti Vikasa. That's all.
Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Vikas. Okay, okay, Prabhuji.
And Jay Patak Maharaj, he has got different mantra, and Radhana Swami, they have got different mantras. Everyone has got different mantras.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We got in the Lake Mataji, Dineshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Skadja, because earlier on I thought nobody could hear me. Thank you, Prabhuji. Talking about mantras, until we get the second initiation, we don't get the real mantra. That is the actual mantra. But first initiation, or even before first initiation, in the morning when we are doing our arti, before starting, or even before starting chanting, we have to remember our Guru and put their name, as you said, that mantra is there. And Sarup Prabhuji was asking about associating with non-devotees. There are two things here. Like when you go on book distribution, like if, for example, you take Bhaktavatsal, he does a lot of book distribution. That is his job that Guru Maharaj has given him. And he will approach anyone, he will talk to anyone. And once, a Muslim guy, he asked Bhaktavatsal, he said, "Can you teach me how to wear dhoti?" Bhaktavatsal said, "Yes, I will teach you." And they were at the Rath Yatra, and the Rath hasn't come yet. So there was dance and everything. So he told that person, because that person is asking for something. Bhaktavatsal was not asking anything. He was just teaching. Maybe that small gesture could have changed the mind of that person. Now, if we say we should not be associating with the Yavan. And if we take the manner, we have got some of the Muslim people, right? And they have converted, they have become devotees. Now, Srila Prabhupada He didn't say anything. He didn't look at their position or the situation, who they are not. He thought of giving, as you said, and he transformed them. He made them become devotees. Whereas there are some people, like some devotees from the manor, they want to distribute books in London, and one Indian guy, he just lifted his shirt and he showed his Brahman thread, and he said, "I am Brahman." And what was he doing? He was smoking at the same time. So what to think of him comparing with somebody who is not from Indian background, who is American, who has been in drugs and what nonsense. But now that he has transformed, he has become a devotee. Who do you think is higher? Is it the person who shows his Brahmin thread and says that I am Brahmin, or the other person who had all these things before and has quitted the smoking, the meat eating, and everything? So in this way, sometimes we should discriminate. We should use our discriminating power, and we should see if we approach somebody who is not in our culture, unless we approach people, unless we talk to them, unless we try to give them something, they will not know about Krishna consciousness. They will not come to Krishna consciousness. But the thing is, we don't constantly associate, go, eat, drink, be merry with them. No, we mean business here. We give you something for a good cause. I think that should be our motto. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful. Okay. Dineshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I was in between, so I'm here and there, Prabhuji.
Sure, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice to
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I will catch you tomorrow, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Sure, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Bridget Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for today's session. I learned so much about the spiritual master and the qualities of a spiritual master. I think it's very important to build the relationship, and it requires a bit of effort from our part. Maybe, I don't have any questions. Maybe just learn or to know a bit more about the mantra. And maybe just for example, I think, of course, I understand. I am sorry. I understand how we should try to build our relationship by devotional service to our guru, and just maybe I think sometimes could be not easy if you don't meet in person the spiritual master, but I think it's possible. It's possible by hearing and by reading his books and maybe saying the mantra. So maybe just the question could be, we should say this mantra since now, or maybe it's later on when we maybe meet him, or maybe just we are trying to use the mantra to help us to build this relationship with him. This is the purpose of the mantra, or the mantra has a different purpose? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. So this mantra is, for example, I am given a name, so Amogadasa, and I am chanting my Guru Maharaj mantra, Om Vishnu Pada Krishna, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale, Srimati Bhakti Vikas Swamin Iti Namina. And then I'm offering means he is connected to our spiritual succession, Guru Parampara. Whatever I am doing, everything is according to this Guru Para Sampradaya. I'm not doing something different. So I'm addressing whenever Krishna is hearing, so who I would say, then I am the disciple of Bhakti Vikas Swami, I can say that. If Krishna asks, who are you? Then if the Chaturmukha Brahma comes, who are you? Then Brahma. Brahma means which Brahma? Then he has to address Chaturmukha Brahma. And then because he belongs to this universe, a small universe which contains Brahma has four-headed. So he needs to address. Likewise, if Krishna asks, if I Amoghadasa means, which Amoghadasa means, I need to say that I am the disciple of Bhakti Vikas Swami. My Maharaj Guru Mantra is Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vikas Swami Iti Namine, by which mantra which I every day recite. This is, and then he would recognize, oh, you are disciple of Bhakti Vikas Swami. So addressing, this is whatever we do, it connects to the spiritual section. And some of the
Okay.
things it was given to me in the
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So yeah, it's maybe using this mantra we can enhance.
So, and this is the document I was given to get initiation from Bhakti Vikas Swami. So one strictly follow four regulative principles, daily chant, 16 rounds, and then so here simply mumbling or making a sound vaguely resembling is not acceptable. So this is simply mumbling or making a sound vaguely resembling the Mahamantra is not acceptable. And be committed to Srila Prabhupada's instructions and movement and to practice devotional service throughout their lives. Have faith in that Bhakti Vikas Swami is a bona fide representative of the Parampara and he is competent to guide the candidate on the path back to Godhead. Okay, so and further instructions, and be willing to hear from, obey, and be guided, instructed, and possibly chastised by him. So we submit ourselves completely under Bhakti Vikas Swami and have a general attitude of cooperation with ISKCON authorities. And likewise, participate in temple Nam Hatta programs unless residing too far away. So this is some of the instructions. There are so many instructions are there. So requirement, this is for the second initiation. So here for the second initiation, have observed all requirements given above for at least 2 years after first initiation. Be exemplary in sadhana and behavior. Have a strong service attitude, not a tendency to waste time or indulge in idle talk. Have passed Bhakti Shastri degree. Brahmanical initiation can be given to devotees who are not very intellectual and are educated and have not passed the Bhakti Shastri degree. If they have a strong and selfless service mode and it is perceived that they are particularly suitable for deity worship, including cooking for deities. In that conditions, second initiation is also given. And then other stipulations such as not working for payment are still acceptable. Other stipulations such as not working for payment are still acceptable. And then should not earn money by employment, should be maintained throughout life. This is very many sometimes some spiritual masters give second initiation for other disciples. Bhakti Vikas Swami says that should not earn money by employment. This should be maintained throughout the life. This is the another qualification for Brahmana initiation. And be engaged in preaching, teaching, or deity service. Brahmanical initiation may be offered with first initiation to men who having received Smartha Upanayanam have been regularly chanting Gayatri Japa. So these are the few of other rules, restrictions for second initiation. And then this is the sadhana service chart. one can follow. And it is ISKCON policy for all candidates for initiation must understand clearly the following the regulative principle. These three documents are to be referred. We need to prepare ourselves before taking initiation. So I'll share these three documents in the group methods.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji, and thank you so much for today's session. I learned so much.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question here.
yes, Mataji.
You have the chart. That means that the aspiring devotee, the aspiring person, they should fill in the chart daily, right?
This chart,
Yes.
yes, whoever is taking the initiation before initiation, this is sadhana service chart.
Yes, but okay, but like Bridget Mataji, where she lives, there's no temple, and I don't think she is affiliated with any temple or any congregation there. How is she going to do this?
There, wherever it is not possible, we just put it not applicable or dash something like that.
Okay.
So whatever else is possible in our accessibility.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Can you forward that chart and the instructions, Prabhuji? So
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Those three I will follow. I think
thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
I have got the Google Sheets also created. We can use Excel spreadsheets just to fill in and then replicate once in a week or something like that. And then wherever to change minor things, life will be very easy. I will share that one, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for such a wonderful session, Prabhuji. Yes, as we are also learning a lot from this. Prabhuji, actually, I wanted to ask you, are you able to see what we are filling up, Prabhuji, in the Google document?
Google Sheets, Mataji. I think I can see, Mataji. Recently, I haven't looked at it, but I'll let you know.
Okay, Prabhuji, okay. Because I don't, like, we are just sending it, I mean, filling it up. My Prabhuji is saying that they all can see from this when we fill up.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But now when the channel Prabhu can see, I can see, Mataji, and you can see. No one else
Yes.
can see.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji, that's nice. Okay. So I had a couple of questions, Prabhuji. I don't know, time is running, so I don't know, should I ask or maybe I can ask later.
Gayatri Mataji, can I say something before you carry on, please?
Yes, Mataji, what did you say, Mataji?
Yes, can I say something?
Yes, Mataji.
Can I ask Prabhuji something?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Yeah, the chart that you are sending, you are filling and sending, doesn't it need to be signed by some authority? Because I remember, okay, go ahead, Prabhuji, go ahead. You say something, go ahead.
It is only self-declaration, Mataji.
Oh, because I remember, you know, you got sister, Yashomati, Helen Mataji, she had to go to the manor for them to sign that form every week and then forward. I remember that. She was showing me sometimes when I was there, she was showing me, you see, I have to come here and some authority have to sign it that I have done this, I've done this, I've done this. But it's good if they, because here there is no temple, who is going to sign for them? And nobody is assisting them doing these things. That is good if it is not required for an authority to sign. But even my Guru Maharaj, he had to see you performing, right? I don't know before it was like that. So he knew me from the temple. I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was reading, doing all things. So from there he knew. But if, as I said before, if there is no temple, how the devotees are going to fill in the form and sign? But it's good that they are doing it. I think Bridget Mataji also should do the same thing. And the Gayatri Mataji, we don't have temple. Of course, she's doing her best. That's good. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dineshwari's Mataji's hand is up. I don't know if she wanted to ask something.
Yeah.
Dineshwari
Hare,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji, regarding this sadhana seat, I want to share how our one is going on. So before bhakti begin and after initiation, still we have to fill up this sadhana seat, and we do the once a month. We do the meeting with the mentor. We do the mentorship meeting, Mataji. How our sadhana is going on, like that. Our mentor gonna consider our month activities. Are we doing for the Mangalarti or not? Our chanting is going on sincerely or not? We are reading any book or not? We are doing any service like a cooking service, some other service, and preaching, doing for the book distribution or not? This all gonna be, include, and our mentor do the maintain, consider these things once a month, Mataji. I don't know regarding this one how it is gonna be work. Which one is Prabhuji was showing? So I think we need one person to take the responsibility, the devotees who eagerly coming for the sincerely devotional life. Then we can do this all kind of things, isn't it, Prabhuji? Sorry to interrupt about this one in between, because which one is I'm doing as a disciple from our Guru Maharaj. So our is going on like this, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji. It is according to specific to the Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is seeing and supervising his disciple services and how their sadhana is. Sometimes Guru Maharaj's representatives, like for example in UK, Padmanabh Nityanand Prabhu, so he can also guide us. So likewise, and Jai Patak Maharaj, like Dineshwari Mataji. And they have got a very big group of devotees. They would assist to support the other disciples. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dineshwari Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Yes. So I wanna one reveal for here also. Because of our Amuk Prabhuji help, I got a initiation from our Guru Maharaj. I was struggling to fill up all the forms and processing. So I was here, and there's so obstacle come in my processing for initiation. So our Prabhuji help, and his all the support. I got it last year. Thank you, Prabhuji, being with me, so kindly sharing all the process, how to get this all things. So really appreciate, Prabhuji. I don't have sufficient word to do say thank you for this process done by your grace, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So it is all Guru's mercy. Whenever Lord arranges, it is not if we are all acting as instruments. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Gayatri Mataji, very quickly.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. The time is running. I don't know, Prabhuji. We have to keep longer because it's night over there for you. Actually, my question was like associating with the materialistic people who are. Before we came into the Krishna conscious, I mean, we are not yet initiated, but still now that I'm attending the classes and chanting my japa, all that. Now my friends, all the friends who I had before, like when we go to temple, we used to go to the normal temple in here in Victoria, and everybody now knows that I'm into like ISKCON and Krishna consciousness. So they all in the beginning they used to make fun of me, something and all they used to say, but now the amount of like they themselves they look at me, and the moment they see me they remember Krishna or something like that, and if they see Krishna something on the WhatsApp or something, they try to send it to me and also not just that, like yesterday itself, one of my friend called from India and she's saying that we went to Udupi just for darshan, and when I went there, I just remembered you, Gayatri, like that she called and she was telling me. So when I feel like sometimes we need to associate with these people who are not yet into Krishna consciousness, but by associating with them, they will also be little bit, they at least they will understand and they will remember Krishna. Or when they see me, they just say, Hare Krishna, or something like that they'll say, and things like that happen, Prabhuji. So I was little bit like confused to actually be with them or not to be with them. And also, so one more question was like some, for example, now Saturday Induleka Mataji is doing some Bhagavad Gita classes in the evening, but for me suddenly something will come up, like my son and daughter-in-law will come or something, suddenly my plans suddenly will change. Then if I'm not flexible, that is also not good. So I have to be a little bit more flexible towards these things. So it is little bit hard, Prabhuji, what you said is very true. I want to be like that, but it just doesn't happen that easily. So I was just wondering,
So,
that's my...
yes, Mataji, whatever you have said is 2 points, and associating with the friends, we give association, not take, but we associate. Association is there to give, because in the beginning they may make fun and laugh when we are not there in the beginning stages, and then it is also kind of test. And when we are serious and chanting, following rules and regulations, in due course of time, that austerity and penances, it is a behind, that is the Brahma Sampatya. So this is the transcendental wealth. And then everyone starts respecting. And then immediately they remember. As soon as they see something else, they remember us. That is good. But here, when we associate them, give the association. Association is there, but the transaction is giving, not taking. But still, they respect, and when we meet them, and we respect their activities as well. Sometimes they are materialistic, we respect them, what they are doing, we respect them, we not criticize, because when we criticize, they may turn opposite. Sometimes we practically see, especially in the family members like that. So we do not criticize, we respect what they are doing, but the time will come for them when they are mature in Krishna consciousness. And yes, and also flexibility. Yes, we need to be flexible, because some of the dependents, in the especially in family, we need to give our time as well. And sometimes it is a very balanced point. One is the right, who is in that particular position, they are the right judges. The other person cannot judge. I cannot say that whether you do this one or you do it, but what is important, what is primary, because if we show the importance of their time as well. I mean, if we respect them and give our time to them, and they will cooperate with us later on. So, yes, Mataji. So again, they are the right judges. The other person cannot say on that context.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, very, very nicely said. Yes, Prabhuji. So, yeah, as you said, yes. Now we know that many people my age group now, they themselves say that, oh, why can't you also sit and chant? That is where it is coming to the point where, because why are you doing all this for show off? Or some families, they are talking in front of me itself, they are telling their wives that, why are you doing all these parties and things like that? Why can't you also sit and just do Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, and kunta kuchakurda, enduku ivanni chestunnao? Like that they're asking. So it is very nice to hear these things. If they can also come and slowly, at least, if they are realizing, at least it's good. But yes, Prabhuji, and this flexible, yes, I have to be flexible, being a woman, being a mother, being a wife. I have to find the right spot whenever there is a time, like I can chant, whenever there is this, like sometimes pulling from the family members. So I have to be little bit more like flexible and okay, now also you want to do this only, like that questions will be raised. So then I have to like, okay, that's fine. Okay, now I can, it's fine. I have to give time for my family. So I just have to do those things, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Yes, I am the,
Gayatri Mataji, Gayatri,
yes,
I would like to add something. The
yes,
Bhagavad Gita class that I'm giving is for beginners. So
yes.
you should not be feeling compulsory to attend. Also, wait, just wait. Time will come when you yourself will feel like disgusted being among other people. You will want your own time. It happened to me. You don't want any phone call, any non-devotees, any other people. It will
Yes,
happen.
Mataji. Yes, I know, Mataji.
Hare
Already I
Krishna. Don't
have.
worry, Mataji. It
Yes,
will
yes.
happen. Like suddenly you stop taking tea and coffee, this also will come suddenly. You will see. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare Krishna. I don't want to take too much time. It's already 2 here. That means there is 10 already. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Bridget Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I just wanted to make a comment on the topic of sharing time with our families and with our friends. One of the things that I try to do regarding to this is try to set my intention before to offer this time to Krishna as a service for him, and of course I try to make sure that what I am going to do is in the mode of goodness, and but even could be go for a dinner for a to celebrate a special occasion in our family, for example. Before I used to, oh, maybe it's not, but now I just, okay, Krishna gives me this family, so I will try to yeah to make this occasion a service for you, and just give me the opportunity to serve you in the way you want, and just I let it flow how it needs to be. And what's some of the things that now is helping me so much, because before maybe I was a little with some doubts about this, but now I am doing this and I feel more calmer with this. Just I wanted to share that, and if you have maybe Prabhuji or devotees a comment on this, I'm be grateful. Thank you.
Very beautiful, Mataji. So very nice to hear when you were in the beginning joining sessions, and now so much of reflections going on in the last couple of months. Very beautiful to hear you, Mataji. Okay, Dineshwari Mataji. Yeah.
Prabhuji, I want to say for Gayatri Mataji and Indulika Mataji to thank you to raising this question and realization. It's really mean it. The same thing happened in my journey also, Prabhuji.
Yes,
It's
Mataji.
happened. It's where Krishna is so kripalu, so he will show the path slowly, all gonna be changed. Just we have to wait patiently, right time to come and go through it. So you cannot before time, you cannot get nothing. For example, I really desire to continue the session to attend and do the read this and that. Unfortunately, it's not happening. It's as a grace, there's so many things to have to walk around. So yeah, it's happened, Mataji. So it's take it normally, and as I feel it, my realization I'm sharing. So surrender to him. He will show the path which is the suitable for you. How we have to move. So mm, do not think about too much yourself. When these things comes, just leave it on him. He will guide you what is the best for you to go ahead. So I found it like that in my journey, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Yes,
He
Mataji.
will show the path easily, Prabhuji. If you
Yeah.
surrender, if you did it surrender, and whatever comes to you with the family, friends, and here and there, social, he will arrange something how he want to do it. So just leave it to him, Prabhuji. I found it like that. Before I was feeling why, now I don't feel any why, Prabhuji. Thank you. I got the answer. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So it's chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following for rules and regulations, and attending sessions, and at the same time looking after children, family is very essential. They do not have any other apart from our well as mother, so they need time as well. Raising children and looking after family is very important as well. Yes, Mataji, and remember, Bolo Hari Bolo Hari Bol, wherever we are, so just chant Hare.
That all everything is very good. That Krishna sees also our yearning to reach him. That also he says, if there's no yearning in the heart, just family and friends and here and there, that won't work. He says, yes, I'm in this situation, I cannot come out. You need to hold my hand, Krishna. Then he will hold your hand. Everything by themselves, they will just kind of vanish. You will not feel anything. Yes, you are here. I'm happy. I'll receive you. I know that I will not spend all my time with you all the time. That also will come. And also, you know what will happen? Krishna will give them some occupation. Maybe Gayatri Mataji, she's too affectionate toward her only son. Krishna will give them a child, they will have their own life, and Mataji will be free. That will happen. Mataji. When they have their own children, they'll have to take care, and they don't have time for you.
Then
So
they might need more help, Mataji. I don't know.
No. In a way, yes, you can help in a way, but then they will not like be there for you will not be there for them all the time. You will have your time also.
Yes.
But you should not worry, Mataji. Everything will be fine. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so shall move to next. Usha, Hare Krishna, Usha Mataji. Thank you for being with us. We heard her. I always hear you, so I know what you are going to say. You wanted to share anything, Mataji? Yeah, that's all. Not available. It's too late. Okay. Can I request?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, sorry Prabhu. Just busy. My son was talking. Hello Prabhu. I was listening to the Gayatri Mataji and Indulekha Mataji conversation about the spiritual master, and then Richard Mataji also was saying. So it's really nice to listen about this, how to can put the spiritual master. But I don't have any question, Prabhu. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to do the Nasimati, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, I can. Yes, Prabhu.
Maybe the first two shlokas, maybe. Bridget Mataji, would you like to do the first two shlokas, and then Usha Mataji is going to sing Nasimati?
Yes, Prabhuji. I don't remember the
We all
tune.
follow. Very beautiful. Yes, Mataji. Lead line by line, Mataji. We all follow behind. Only once is sufficient.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum
Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum
Balantan Sarvatok Mukham
Jvalantam
Sarvatokmukam
Nusimham Vishhatam Hadram
Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram
Mrityum Namami Aham
Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham
Namamyaham
Jaya Narasimham Sri Narasimham
Jai Narasimha Shri Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Devam
Jaya Jaya
Narasimha Deva
Deva
Praladesa Jaya Padmam
Praladesha Jaya
Jaya
Padma
Padma
Mukha Padma Bringa
Mukha
Mukha Padma
Bringa.
Bringa.
Very nice. Usha Mataji, please.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste
Namaste
Narasimhaya.
Narasimhaya.
Praladalaini.
Praladalaini.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaham.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaham.
Srilankanto nakalaye.
Shilankanakalaye.
Itu nasimha paratu nasimho.
Ito
Ito
narasimha
narasimha
parato
parato
narasimha.
narasimha.
Yato yato yamitato nasimho.
Yato
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 yato yami
yamito
tito
narasimha.
narasimha.
Bahir nasimho hridaye nasimho.
Bahir
Bahir
Simho
narasimha.
Hridaye
Hridaye
narasimha.
narasimha.
Narasimha nadim sharanam prapate.
Narasimha
Narasimhadim
Narasimhadim
Sharanam
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 Prapate.
Prabhate.
Tavakara kamalagare Atuta Sringa Lalita Kashipu Tanuvrinhan
Sharanam
Keshavanarahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Tava
Abhakara kamala
Kamalahari
parinaha
Adbhuta
Adbhuta Shringa
Dalita
Dalita
Hiranyakashipu
Hiranyakashipu
Tanubringa
Tanuvringa Keshavadrita
Keshavadrita
Narahari
Narahari
Rupa Jai
Jai
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare Jai
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jai Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa
Jai
Jai
Jagadisha Hare
Jagadisha Hare
Jai
Jai
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jai
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev
Jayo
Dev
Narsimhadev
Narasimhadev
Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Jayo Narsimhadev
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya
Prahlad
Prahlad
Maharaj,
Jaya
Prahlad
Maharaj.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol.
Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
जय जय श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की
Jai,
भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की
Jai,
जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
नित्य गौ प्रेमानंदे
Hari Hari Bol.
हरे कृष्ण all glories to
Hare
Hare
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji, very gratefully.
Thank you Prabhu for giving opportunity to sing. Thank you.
Let's all do 3 loud Hari Bols to Amog Prabhuji.
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol to all the devotees and the Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for your valuable time and association. Thank you so much. It's all mercy of Krishna and the Vaishnavas. And Prabhupada. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, we shall conclude our session. Vancha
Pavanebhyo
Namo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Namaha.
Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktavrinda ki Jai. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare
आज
Krishna.
की लीला
Good
की
night.
जय, आज की आनंद की जय.
Jai.
Bye. Thank you very